Been an African booty scratcher. They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher. Here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Dr. Umar Johnson, all of these movements that y'all look up to, all these men, okay, that I guess guide you to help elevate your consciousness. Here's what I would say about the FBA movement. It's no different than the KKK. Meant to divide, meant to separate you, to isolate you. Ku Klux Klan build themselves on, which is protecting their whiteness, their pureness, not knowing that they are not pure. It's a lie. And I don't get involved in these types of conversations because it's ridiculous. And it's very unintelligent to talk about, to even speak on, that I would deny my own children, my own grandfather, my own mother, just to protect what? A movement? Y'all don't put food on my plate? Y'all don't pay none of my bills? Y'all sitting in living rooms with bonnets on, causing division.
Hey family, it is Netta back at you with Black Lives Count. I hope you are all blessed and I hope you are well. So family, y'all see that shade that Tasha K called herself throwing at us? You understand? That was ultimate shade. This is something that she has been wanting to do forever. Trust and believe. First and foremost, she called us gangbangers. She said we all wearing bonnets, sitting on the couch, angry. Did y'all hear that? She said a multitude of denigrate things about foundational Black Americans, okay? She said because her husband had been called an African booty scratcher, probably when he was, 10, okay? That this is something that, which she said it didn't bother him, but it bothered her more. Then she tried to associate herself with the FBA lineage. First of all, Tasha K, lineage, her granddaddy or whoever it is from Bohemia or wherever, okay? He's a Bohemian. Let me just say that, okay? And she tried to denigrate our lineage, saying it was a movement. It's not a movement. FBA is a lineage. We are the descendants of slaves in America, okay? But see, these are the people that we should not be supporting. These are the ignoramus ass people that we should add that boycott to her ass. Now, I did see that like a little over 30,000 people unsubscribed from her. That's not enough. I think many more, because Tasha K got where she is off of the FBA lineage, okay? But I think many more foundational Black Americans, in fact, all of them, should unsubscribe from her ass, and we should boycott her ass. Because even though she later, she didn't really recant, but she tried to offer a side-ass, sorry-ass apology, she has taken that apology down. That video, she's taken it down. So that should tell you right there that she meant every word that she said. Yeah. So I'm just see. I was never subscribed to Tasha K because I didn't like her bulge-eyed ass anyway. Because I think she has such a nasty demeanor and character. I really do. And so I never subscribed to her. I think some years ago I watched one video, and then I was like, "Oh, this lady seemed okay." And then I caught a glimpse of a second video, and I was like, "Oh, hell no." Okay? Oh no. So, we really have to vet people. And she said that her people, her grandfather was Bohemian. You know what I'm saying? So we know this is the problem many of them have with the foundational Black American lineage, is because they're not foundational. Yeah, she was born in America, okay? Yeah, she was born in America. So but that doesn't make you Black American. Just because you are born in America does not make you foundational Black America, okay? It depends on what your lineage is. And if your lineage were not slaves in America and didn't work on those plantations, then your lineage comes from somewhere else. So you can be born in America, but that does not make you foundational Black American. But yeah, see, the true nature of a lot of people is coming out. The true nature of a lot of these people are coming out because you are married to an African booty scratcher, okay, if that's what you want to call it. That's what she said he was called. Does not mean that you denigrate other people. Look, I'm not saying that what he said, what people have said about the booty scratcher thing is appropriate. I'm not agreeing with that. But what I am saying is for her to get on and denigrate Black Americans and say that we were nothing but a bunch of bonnet wearing, angry ass people sitting on their couch because we didn't have nothing. That's what she said. See, for all who didn't listen to that rant or didn't listen to it thoroughly with hearing ears, you need to go back and listen to that rant because it was very disgusting, very low down, and very filthy. And I just say that foundational Black Americans should not support a witch that would say something like that. Look, I'm not going to get up here and denigrate anybody. I'm just not. Now, yeah, I may have used the term anchor baby or little stuff like that, but the truth of the matter is I try to treat people the way people treat me, period. Now, if you nasty and you act like a tether, then that's the way you're going to be treated, as a tether, okay, period. But if you're not, I've met some people from other lands that were cool, that were I really have. I've had some workers. There's a lady that was my worker. She's a Panamanian lady, very respectful of foundational Black American heritage, very understanding. In fact, wanted to learn. Her and I went to the King Museum in Atlanta. She wanted to learn more about our lineage. You know what I'm saying? So there are some that are like that. But for those that are not, that are jealous and angry and hateful because we're not being deported and because we're not standing up for I almost cursed, for people that's not, then to hell with them. And she's one of them. She is one of them. She is not a reliable source, a reliable person, and I don't think that foundational Black Americans should support her in any damn form. Period. Period. I think it should not end with 30,000 or slightly over 30,000 of us unsubscribing to her. I think she should lose all of the people that are foundational Black American. Now, there's a young lady that did call into her show and did, have a forum with her about this and told her that it was not right. and maybe this was one of the people that made her give that half-assed apology or encouraged her to give that half-assed apology. But y'all better look. She took that video down. As far as that apology, she took it down, but she didn't take down the video as calling us the names that she called us and denigrating us and belittling us. Okay, she didn't take that video down, so that tells you what her true intent and mentality is about that whole situation. So I'm just saying, yeah, go and look and see. You'll see that she took down that apology video, but she did not take down the video of her being going ballistic on our lineage. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and talk about that. Yeah, these people got a lot of damn nerve. They really do. They got a lot of damn nerve because right now they're upset, they're angry, they're agitated because of the things that are going on. Look, we don't have anything to do with her husband, whether he's a citizen or he's not a citizen. We don't know, we don't care. It doesn't matter to us. You know, that's her business. That's their business. But when you get online because of something that whatever has taken place from years ago, and you want to persecute a whole group of people from something that children did, think about that shit. Just think. See, that's the same thing with all of these immigrants who keep saying stuff like that. Oh, I was called an African booty scratcher. I'm not African, and I was also too called an African booty scratcher. They just called me that. We just used to play the dozen with each other. I've called a few other people the same thing and a few other things that I've said because it was just us being children playing the dozens. See, that's why you people need to get acquainted with the culture of foundational Black Americans, because that's what we do even now. You know, me and my siblings have played the dozens, and we're grown. And we may play the dozens on one another just to, you know, have fun and poke fun and stuff. And nobody would take it seriously. You know, as I said, many of these people, it's one thing to marry outside of our lineage, but it's another thing to be sensitive to everybody, all involved. And because she is not of our descent, I'm sure she doesn't, identify outside of America as Black American. I'm sure she doesn't. I'm sure she identifies as she said, her granddaddy is Bahamian. I'm sure that's what she does. Okay, so that's why those insults were able to roll off of her tongue so easily, because of where her mentality is. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments, okay? And yeah, if you're subscribed to her, I don't know, maybe you should go over there and recheck that video out. All right, family. Peace, love, and blessings, and Black power. Take care. Bye-bye.